What's up, crew? Welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, we have some disgusting, worn out, tattered, gross Yeezys, and we are going to restore these bad boys. Let's get started. Alright, first of all, I gotta give a huge shout out to my buddy Daryl. These are his cream Yeezys, and he asked me to help him restore these bad boys. So, as you can see, these have seen better days. I mean, they are absolutely worn out. You've got string coming off the front right here. These things are just worn to pieces. I mean, just look at how messed up the bottoms are. That's crazy. But we're gonna bring these things back to life. Alright, so I interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement. I forgot,
Idiot!
when I was filming this video, to actually tell you about today's video sponsor, Rose Gold and Black. So if you guys don't know, Rose Gold and Black is a continual sponsor of the channel. They support me, they support you, therefore they support the content on the channel, they support us. If you're looking for some of the most high quality jewelry on the men's market right now, head over to rosegoldandblack.com. There will be a link for you in the description with everything on the website already discounted for you. You don't have to enter any type of discount code, nothing like that, it's already done. Click that link and get yourself some of the highest quality jewelry that your money can buy. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled video. So what we are using today is kind of sacrilegious. I'm using a Crep Protect scrub brush, and I ran out of the solution for that, so we're using Jason and Mark scrubbing solution. So I know this is a sin, I'm sorry, but so it's just the way it has to be. Okay, so the method that I'm going to be using to clean these shoes is the same one that I would do for all of my white sneakers. So if you wanted to keep your white sneakers white a lot longer, restore them, make them look nice all the time, this is the method that you want to use. It doesn't necessarily have to be the cleaning solution by Jason Mark. It can be pretty much any shoe cleaner. It will get the job done for you. But I do swear by this scrub brush from Crep Protect. It really does a great job. So the first thing that I always like to do when cleaning my white sneakers is to take the laces off. And I like to let the laces soak in a warm water mixed with the solution in order to get the grime and gunk off of them while I'm cleaning the shoes, and then I'll clean the laces off last. So they have time to soak, they have time to let the grime get off of them, and then you scrub them last. So let's go ahead and get these things unlaced. So we got the laces off the shoes now, and as you can see, I have got some hot water here. It's still steaming, so this stuff is really, really hot. Now the reason I'm using hot water is because it will penetrate deeper into the fabric, it'll loosen up all of the gunk and grime that's collected in the white fabric, and it will help it release easier. Now that I got the laces off, I'm gonna drop them into the hot water and let them soak. Ah, it's hot. And then I'm gonna add the solution. And I wanna get a good bit of this in there. And as I start to dip the brush into the solution, when I'm going to clean the sneakers, it will then, suds up the solution a little bit more. The idea is to go over the shoe one time to get it nice and damp, and then to go back over it a couple more times in order to create suds. So this time, we're just going in and getting it nice and wet. I'm gonna hop up on my knees because it's easier to do this rather than sitting down. So ignore my face not being in here for a second. Alright, so now that I've got the shoe nice and wet, I'm gonna go back in with the scrub brush and start making suds. I'm making small circles throughout the entire shoe in order to start breaking up the dirt and the grime in the sneaker. So now that we've got the shoe all covered in suds, I've gone over it one good time. I'm gonna wipe all the suds off and see if there's any tough spots that I need to go back over again. And that's what we have this microfiber cloth for. This is gonna take all the suds off. It's gonna show me exactly what needs to be done more. You can already see a little bit of a difference. I'm not sure how much the camera's picking up on it, but there really is already a significant difference. Now, with this one in particular, there's a couple of troublesome areas. Like right here on the toe box, there's a couple of dark spots here, on the tug right here, as well as along here, and a little bit right there. So I'm gonna go over those spots again with the brush. I'm gonna scrub a little bit deeper. I'm putting my hand inside the shoe and pressing up against the fabric like this so that I can get a little bit deeper, scrub a little bit harder on those spots. And I think that's pretty good. There's a couple of tough areas that I could not get the stain quite out all the way, but for the most part, these look a heck of a lot better than they did. So now I'm gonna take care of some of the little flying pieces of string that we have all over the place and get these things cleaned up. All right, next thing that I'm gonna do for this shoe is I'm gonna clean the sole. Now I'm not gonna clean the bottom of the shoe because that's just gonna get dirty anyways. I think that's pointless, it's redundant, there's no reason to do that. But I am gonna clean the outsole. So because that's the part you actually see. It is a little bit dirty. I'm gonna see if I can clean it up a little bit. So I'm just doing the same thing as I was doing before. The outsole is obviously rubber, so you don't have to treat it the same way as you would treat the fabric, but I am gonna go in and scrub it up, make sure I can get all the dirt off of it. And since these outsoles are clear, they're gonna yellow over time. There's not really anything I can do about that right now. It's just the way that it is. It's how the shoe ages. So I cleaned the dirt off of it as best as I could. It definitely looks a lot better than this one. Let me show you a quick side-by-side comparison of the two, and then we'll finish up the last shoe. And that was the side-by-side comparison. Let's go ahead and finish up the second shoe and clean these puppies up for good. So now that we're done with this one, I'm gonna put it off to the side so that I have plenty of room to work on this one. Okay, and that concludes both shoes. Now we got to get down to the laces. So let's move these aside. All right, so the laces have been soaking in this water the whole time. So that means that the dirt and the grime and all the nastiness that was in the laces should be broken up by now. So I'm gonna take them out one at a time. And as I'm taking them out, they're kind of slippery, so be careful. Hold on to the end, and I'm gonna pinch it as I go down to get the water out of it. And the way that I like to do it is kind of fold it in half like this, and then fold it in half again. So it's like this, and I like to lay it out. That way I can see exactly what stains I want to target on the laces. Kind of hold it together like this, and then get my scrub brush that is soaking wet and slippery now from the soak. Grab the scrub brush, make sure to get it wet again, but you don't want it soaking wet. Get a lot of the water off of it like this. And then you want to go at the laces in this motion with the direction of the laces. You can come at it this way too, but this is more effective. So I'm going to come in nice and tight, holding the laces down, and kind of do it like this. Forward, go to backward, like that. If they start separating, just pinch them back together and come at them again. Alright guys, and as you can see, the cream Yeezys have been restored to their former glory. All that's left for me to do is to put a shoe tree in them and let them dry overnight. So let me go grab those. So these are the shoe trees, and by the way guys, if you don't have a pair of these for your shoes, or you don't have these for your sneakers, you really should invest in them. You can literally go to IKEA, order them on IKEA.com. They're literally $1 a piece or $2 a piece, something like that. Really great thing to have for your sneakers because you put them in, and what it does is it helps actually keep the shape of the shoe. So as you can see, this is the shoe with it. See how it's nice and perked up here in the front? It's keeping the toe box nice and solid. It's keeping it nice and flat versus this. Kind of flat, kind of loose, kind of sagging down here in the midsection. This is much better, and this is also optimal because it's stretching out the fabric so that it can dry a little bit easier. And that's it, crew. We're all done. We restored these beautiful cream Yeezys to their former glory. They look great. They look a heck of a lot better than they did before. So Daryl, I'm getting these back to you, bro. Cannot screw them up again. Do not get them dirty again, because it took me forever to fix them. But anyway, besides that, guys, if you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and you can join the crew family. We are growing exponentially and we would love it if you joined the crew. Also, give this video a big fat thumbs up if you liked it. Drop your comments and thoughts down below. If you want to know tips and tricks on how to clean your white sneakers, drop them in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. You guys have answers, answer other people's questions. Let's start a conversation. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.